Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. My nose has been running this morning. It was really cold last night, 32, and on Mount Hamilton, way south of us, past San Francisco, there was a dusting of snow at 6 a.m. in the bedroom. It was 60. It was 62 in here when I talked to Patty. Still looking for a laptop for Kathy. I may get her an i7 2015 if she doesn't want an iPad. Patty and Kathy were in Best Buy yesterday or Friday, and they saw iPads for $200. I'm trying to talk Kathy into getting an iPad rather than a MacBook. Okay, this came this morning, along with another package that came, but I'll do that for the channel members. More to come as I try to stockpile stuff for the surgery next month. So I won't have to, if I'm having trouble walking, this morning my knee was hurting, my right knee, and my right foot was hurting like crazy. My heel, the foot, a side effect still of the evil Pfizer COVID vaccine, which I'm still having problems with years after I took the original shot. So this is the first and second, and there's more coming today, and there's more coming Monday. As I get things I need, I don't have to go. And now with what I got just now, I won't have to buy this till March. So this is not after March, but I need it because my throat gets raw from all the coughing and sneezing I do. This is all cough drops, 140 cough drops. And this is Pittsburgh unboxing, and here we have an actual real-life box. I threw out the cat litter this morning, and I threw out the recycling bin. I have to empty that. Oh, I have to empty this, and the wind up there is very icy, so I came right back in. It took me forever to get warm last night. So here we have 40 cans of Friskies. Not the turkey this time, so the cats get a change. Chicken with ocean fish and tuna, ocean whitefish dinner with garden greens. They love this stuff. They go nuts for this stuff. They love the garden greens, and I'm going to call Friskies and say, why don't you come out with 40 cans of the garden greens? Because the cats, there's nothing left when I give this to the kitties. That's their favorite. Chicken and tuna in gravy, and ocean whitefish and tuna in sauce. So we have, I don't have to go to Target or Safeway. I have this. I have the cough drops. And the channel views are 1,444,560. So after this, and I do the next video for the channel members, I'm getting under the covers and going back to sleep. Today I'll be doing the pile of laundry. Fluffy's been sleeping on it. Kitten's still in the bedroom, and shockingly me, she's normally so gentle and sweet. Mama Cat during the night got on the bed and actually something set her off. I didn't see what because she was behind me. She hissed and growled at Fluffy, and then she ran out the door. So I don't know what that was all about. So this is very heavy, but this costs about 30 or 32 bucks at Safeway. So due to my source of funding, I don't have to go buy this. It was delivered by Amazon. And I've just dropped that on my toe. Ow. So I haven't looked at the foot today about the toe. I will look at it later. So hope you're all having a great day, and let me see if anybody's on the channel. And I've got really strong oh my god, that stuff is strong. The Black & Decker makes really strong coffee, and I'm trying to I watched this video with a bunch of, oh, these are all free for AI use. I think I lied. Excuse me. So, they all want you to pay for upgrades and stuff. So I'm going to use the one I've got and pay them. All right, there I am. 7 are watching. So, oh, there we go. History. Oh, thank you. We don't get paid by the likes. You get paid by people clicking on ads. So, well, I'm cold all night. So it makes it really hard to go to sleep, and then when I wake up, I'm freezing. So, no, not a big donor. But if people would donate, they never do on this channel, except for food. So they all claim poverty. And the reason I want donations help feed the cats and help me have enough money to not have to spend cash on stuff, and then I can pay down credit cards and move the hell out of here into a bigger place and my own place. And that was nuts. I got a guy who was hammering in the bathroom last night while I was in the bathroom, hammering on the walls and the floor, the guy above me. So, Bluetooth speaker, well, I used to get a lot of them at Big Lots, but they went out of business. You can sometimes find them at Ross. And of course, Best Buy and Amazon and Apple. Depends if you have a PC or a, I have a permanent, I'm going in tomorrow for a CAT scan of my sinuses because they can't see and they don't get it. I am allergic to 22 different kinds of grasses, mold of indoor and outdoor, cockroaches amazingly, walnut and oak pollen. That's the cockroaches, the oak pollen, the walnut pollen, and the molds are new. They did a test to me, the allergy clinic. There's a big lawn right under my balcony, 2-section lawn. I'm allergic to grass. I'm constantly having sinus infections, runny nose, coughing up stuff. It's horrible. So I'm not sick right now. Other than being very, very cold because I have no heat in this apartment. I have there's a giant baseboard heater under the window across me, and they had to shut that off years ago because in the summer it was putting out steam heat, and it was 110 degrees in here. And one of the bedrooms, I had to come with a sledgehammer, it wouldn't shut off. And he broke the handle and had to go in there manually and turn it off. So I'm always freezing in here. No, I'm going to have blood work also. I wrote them. They said, do you want to switch it to UC? I said, yeah, but I haven't heard from them yet. So what I'll do when I go over there tomorrow, I will call them and say, I'm going into the lab before I get my CAT scan of my nose and my sinuses. So can I get this lab work over with? Because I hate going back and forth to San Francisco like a yo-yo. It takes all day to wears me out. If I ever win the lotto, I will buy a house or a condo in San Francisco so I don't have to keep going back and forth and then fly to Las Vegas to go home. So, my blood sugar, they tested me at the hospital. My blood sugar is absolutely fine. They said it was, normal. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm overweight because I fell and broke my knee, and my knee has been hurting because it's swollen because the cartilage is destroyed, and it keeps producing new fluid to break up the cartilage. Most of the cartilage now in my kneecap is gone, but when he opens it up, he's going to have to scrape the kneecap out, the bottom of the kneecap. He's going to scrape under there and then scrape the bone for the remaining cartilage, and then put a plastic disc in there. They don't understand all of it, but I did finally get told that I'll be released the next day, barring anything unforeseen. I've had a little bit of breathing difficulty, but and I wheeze at night because I've got asthma, so the wildfires do cause a problem. So this is 40 cans of whiskey. So, but I'm not sleeping much because It's too damn cold in here. Well, the problem is all the valve does is shut it on and off. To shut it off, this one they had to go down to the boiler room and find the control for it. And this place was built in 1955 or something. They don't even make these heaters anymore. They probably don't have parts for them. And it's a little, really crappy metal knob on a stick. And the one in the bedroom, it just twirls. It doesn't even stop. So he had to take a sledgehammer and go bam, 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 and broke it off. And then it opened a hole in it. And then he went in there manually and did something and shut the thing off. But it was clanking all the time. Clank, 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 because you could hear the condensation in the pipes because it's steam heat. And my bedroom was like 95 degrees. And the living room in here with the one here in July was 110. I was dying in here. And it would be 90 anyway. So, well, I don't think you could sue the government of California because there's a lot. Well, I would love to have somebody class action suit sue Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. And Trump went after both of them the other day. And you notice that the press conference, well, you've got to remember something. The maintenance guy here, as far as I'm concerned, it is an incompetent. He put a jury rig lock on my screen door. The screen door used to close all the way. And now it's got a huge gap all around the screen door where you can see daylight, which means cold air is coming in here. He promised to go and fix that hanging fluorescent light cover. Never did it. Promised to put a new LED light where my fluorescent light is above the sink. Never did it. And the outlet where the microwave is, you've got the plate for the plugs and the wires and everything. The previous maintenance guy that two homeless people beat up and they moved him to another location, beat him up in the back parking lot. He left the thing hanging when the ground fault interrupter plug stopped working. It's just hanging out of the socket. So this is the kind of incompetent help they get. They don't do anything unless it's an emergency, like there's a flood or they need to change carpet and someone moves out or dies or something like that. So I want to get the hell out of it. My stove burners burn out, the elements burn out because the receptacles you plug them into are bad. I haven't had a working stove for 2 years. The oven burns everything. The refrigerator and the freezer didn't work till I cleared everything out, defrost it, and start over. For years I had to throw food away. So I'm sick of it. That's why I want to move. So, you cannot go into the office. They're still in COVID lockdown mode. You can't talk to anybody in person. It's an idiotic policy. Just like the idiot in line would sounded like Clem Cadiddlehopper, Red Skelton's one of his famous characters, talking about how people are tunneling under the wall and going around the wall, and we should spend money on education. And a reporter on Fox just yesterday morning said we have kids in the 8th grade who can't do math. This is because the California Teaching Association and the National Education Association has teachers that are incompetent. They get paid to teach, but children graduate to the 12th grade, they can't read, they can't write, they can't fill out the job application, they can't even fill out a history of what jobs they've had. They say, what were your duties? I don't know. I don't remember. And they can't do basic math. If you're trying to be a cashier, they can't do math to do figure out how to count change. So, well, they don't answer the phone when I call. To show you how screwed up they are, they have a message, we'll be closed for Thanksgiving. We'll be closed for the 4th of July. They never change the message. In some cases, they're from 2023. They're really old. They don't do anything. But they're public workers. They don't give a damn. unless they're pressed by it, someone goes above their pay grade, goes up higher up, then you get something done. But even the head of the Department of Housing here is the director of housing. He went to Carnegie Tech. Everybody calls it Carnegie Mellon now, but old school Pittsburghers don't. And he has a social degree, social work degree, or something like that. So, but you know, you have government employees that don't care if anything works because they're getting paid whether they do anything or not. That's the problem. There's no merit. There's just do as little as possible. Like Trump said and other people said, they don't go in the office. When they do as little as possible to collect a paycheck. I have a friend who worked at the VA for years. He said there are people at the VA that eventually they'd kick them out, but they'd work there for 10 years and do absolutely nothing because they'd find a way to hide or sit in their offices and make it look like they were doing work, but they weren't doing a damn thing. That's the problem. I loved seeing the criminals in shackles and chains. And then the leftist media lied and said, Mexico is refusing the criminals. Absolutely. And we had to have people from ICE and Homeland come and say, that's not true. We're dropping them off. So, of course, we're up to me. They drop them off somewhere else. Honolulu would be a good place for you. No more criminal. No more crime, no more rapists, no more child molesting, no more killing of people like Lake and Riley. So, no, do not call the housing office. No, don't do that. Trolls harass the housing office by phone and email. Do not do that to me. I don't want any interference from people. I really do not want that. I have enough issues with the manager that's another story. I had one manager, either this one or the previous one. Oh, you have books? They're going to cause a fire. I had to get the county fire marshal to write a letter to the director of housing, the manager, and her manager saying, books do not set fire you don't rub two books together by themselves in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping and they spontaneously combust. You have to have an ignition source. This is how stupid these people are. And then they'd come in here. Do you read all these books? No, I just love to watch the dust filter in the sunlight. And I love to see the dust accumulate. I have a little counter. It counts the speck of dust on each book and each video. And I go, I've read every book in here at one time. So, well, you have to put a work order in. You have to put a work order in writing, which I enclose my rent check, and then maybe the guy will get off his ass and do things. But so far, I've put in work orders. It's like talking to Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing, I see nothing, I do nothing, I hear nothing. I did not even get up this morning. So, that's what it is. That's why I move out of here. Have a proper review the property management companies, my real estate agent, when I buy my building. They'll repair everything. I won't have to do it. I can't do it. My arthritic hands, I might know how. I'll say, something's wrong, come over and fix it. And that's what you pay them for. They fix everything. I don't have to do anything but sit by the pool or sit in my air conditioning or go to the casino and hit the buffet or the slot machines. Or just do videos. I'm in the Caesar's Palace. I'm at Pawn Stars. I'm at the Trump International. I'm at the Luxor. I'm at which is a terrible place to go. I'm at Treasure Island. I'm at the new revamped Rio. I'm at MGM Grand. Yeah. I'm 72. I'll be 73 on April 28th. And on that day, if nobody donates, I'm going to put them all in a 24-hour freeze because I'm tired of people never donating and always saying they're too poor. They can't afford it. If I can afford cat food, if I can afford paying off credit debt, if I can afford donating to people, which I do, Hope for Paws. I send stuff to Lucky Ferals and Spoof, and you can afford $7.50 every couple months. It shouldn't kill you. Because when you donate to Super Chat, they take 30% skimmed off the top. A year ago, I was getting donations. I'm not getting them anymore. And I have been told that a lot of people in this chat are really trolls from Belgad. They took the pact they would never donate. And then I had trolls come in and tell people not to donate to me. They're evil. Well, I'll figure out how it actually works. This is what I understand when watching YouTube videos. So there's a guy right now. He has a thing. I told Patty about it. Gave her the channel name. How to buy a house with a Section 8 voucher. Yeah, a lot of casinos are empty because we're still in an economy where people don't have any spare money to go throw the money down a slot machine. They might have money to go to the buffet. But if you want to pay $178 for Caesar's Bacchanal, you put that on a credit card. You're not going to remember with cash. I had a homeless guy when I come out of the liquor store last night asked for money. I said, pal, it's all on a credit card. So, or a debit card. I have no money. I don't carry money most of the time unless I have to go pay bills at Capital One or something. So, and Target. And give Kathy money. I have memberships, but there's only about 6 of them. That doesn't pay for a lot of cat food. Although I'm grateful to have them, including Bellamy the cat. Hello, Bellamy the cat, and Bellamy's owner, who is looking for chicken-flavored crunchies and a new wool hat because he lives in Wisconsin and it's cold up there. So I do membership videos. I do regular videos, and as soon as I figure out how much that AI thing wants me to pay them and get rid of the stock film, then I'll start doing AI videos. I'm trying to find one I can learn. I also tried to look up on Craigslist for an AI tutor. Ain't finding it. I got to go to that site. I think it's Fiverr. Maybe I can find one on Fiverr. So I watch their videos. I click on like. I don't have a big amount of money right now to be paying $5 and $7 and $10 and whatever the hell it is dollar memberships for other channels. So, well, it depends. I think the one thing wanted. I think they wanted $35. I don't remember, but I'm more concerned with getting Fluffy well. There's this virtual vet. You pay $35 a monthly fee. They have a yearly fee too, but I'm not about to pay yearly. Then they do a video call. You show them the cat, explain the symptoms, and they prescribe medication. So you don't have to take him to the vet. $4,500. Sheesh. I don't know. Well, I'm not worried about my payment info because if it's fraud, they stop it. So I paid for a lot of stuff. Etsy, eBay, Amazon, Walmart, Target, all with a credit or debit card. Never had a problem. Major company. But some AI company, now there is Primera, they're Wondershare, I just installed that, but I don't know how much they're going to want, and I got to figure out how they work. That's the problem when you don't have a car. If I had a car, I could go to somebody's place and show me how to do this AI. I don't need anything. One guy said, you must edit your videos. Then you must take the title of your video and put it over here. And then you get more views. And I'm going like, I have no idea how. They talk so fast you can't figure it out. And then it seems like about 90% of the AI videos I see are bosomy women in scantily clothed or very tight clothed stuff from the 50s, but women didn't look like that in the 50s. They're in bikinis. They're in bikinis on the moon. That's what it got me. with picnic tables. And a picnic basket, Mr. Ranger. I'm going to steal all the picnic baskets. And all the scantily clad women. Hey, hey, boo-boo. Gee, Yogi. Well, there's a lot of fraud with Amazon and returns. Target now won't give you a return unless you have a receipt. So they just have a new policy. Costco is cracking down because there's guys that are stealing the stuff. But I have something I gotta return. I keep forgetting to take it with me. When I go up to the credit union tomorrow, I gotta take it to a UPS and have them scan it off my phone and print a label and return it because the cup holder wouldn't fit in the cups Kathy had. But unless something's defective, like 6 cans of crushed cat food, I usually don't have a problem with Amazon. But also, I bought 400, 500, 600 items on Amazon. I bought 4,000 over the years from various accounts on eBay. So I had one item from Walmart, 2 boxes of Fancy Feast I never got. It took me about 2 weeks to get Walmart to refund my money. They refused to do it, and I read tell about it. I can't afford to lose $60. So that's the thing. And then years ago, I had people, you should get a green screen. You should know how to edit. I don't know how to edit stuff. I used to do iMovie. iMovie on my Mac, Silicon and my Mac Mini doesn't want to work. It's one of the other things I need to take the thing to the Apple Store, fix iMovies. I did a lot of videos on iMovie. No, it's not a car. It fits under a stroller, but it's too small. The stroller handle that she pushes has a rubberized coating on it, big thing of foam rubber. And even though I extended it out like this with the screw knob they have, it won't stay on there. It's too small, not wide enough. And the cups she have, this thing has a plastic clamp on the bottom for the cup. All the cups she has are too big for the hole, so I got to return it. There's no car involved. We have no car. What do you think we have a car? Kathy got $3,000 saved up. I told Patty that. I looked at my eBay from a year ago, and Kathy bought 3 teacups for $300. I said, this is why she's never going to have a goddamn car unless she stops buying crap. So, and you know, you can spend thousands of dollars on classes. That doesn't miss it. No, I've seen, like, when we had a car, we would drive by the IKEA in Emeryville, but I've never seen IKEA. I've never been in there. I've watched videos at IKEA. It's interesting, but they have a lot of white Scandinavian or plastic furniture that looks weird. And weird food products, you know. Canned krill or something. I don't know. With chocolate or marshmallows or God knows what. I don't know. It looks like a strange place to me, like in a different... There he is, Shaquille Oatmeal, yes. I would appreciate you would not use my last name because the troll is used as a pejorative. So just George. But there is an IKEA in San Francisco at 5th and Market. I haven't been in there because usually I'm going to the doctor every day. One day we'll go over to San Francisco and won't have to go anywhere. But when we went to San Luis, that was a disaster. So Kathy's got 4 of them. I haven't bought the MacBook yet. So I'm trying to talk her into getting an iPad. Why would I want an iPad? I can't type on the iPad. So I looked up on eBay and Amazon both for iPad keyboards, and most of them are plastic with underneathing cardboard, which you have to lean the thing back to get the iPad to lean. I did find one with actually a metal stand, which was good. But I said, you get a keyboard, You pair it with the iPad. You put the iPad in to protect it. You type on the keyboard like you do a regular laptop or a computer or this keyboard. And you can type on the iPad. So, no, she doesn't have 4 strips. She has 4 cups. I have one in the kitchen. It would have fit the thing, but she has 4 of those Stanley style coffee or cold liquid screwable, whatever the hell they're called, thermal mugs or something. But they're too wide because she bought them with My Little Pony, Hello Kitty, Pokemon, Strawberry Shortcake. They're too wide. They're too big in the bottom, and they wouldn't fit in a stupid cup that's sitting in the box. So, no, I don't want to borrow the iPad from her. She's 15 miles away. I'm not going to be going up there. I'm going to borrow your iPad. Now, if we go out, I have a bag somewhere, a gray bag. I think I hung it up in the hallway that will fit an iPad. I bought it for that reason, for one of the Generation 7, the 2014, the third iPad, whose nomenclature I forget. I have found one. It's in the kitchen, but they told me it's bent. Not only did it hit the clothing rack one day. When I fell asleep, it hit the clothing rack, bent the iPad case, and bent the battery. So it's not repairable. And I'm just trying to see what we'll charge. The other two, it hit the floor and the charging port broke. But I can't remember where I put them. And I got to figure if I put them in a box, if I put them in a drawer, where the hell I put them. The one can be repaired. Then I'll have my iPad again. And then I need, for my purposes, something that she doesn't need. I need an Wi-Fi. I need an iPad with Wi-Fi and cellular, and they're up $200 more. So, well, the Echo, she doesn't have a modem. Doesn't do any good to have an Echo show with no way to get on the internet. The modem died. The television died. The DVD player died. Her Mac died because her place was infested with roaches. Well, her thermal things do not have a handle. And they just recalled a bunch of Stanley thermos mugs, whatever they call them, because the handles were falling off. There's a class action suit against it. So, but these things, they screw in, you put your drink in, you know, and it has a locking top, open and shut to drink out of it. The only problem with those, I had one a long time ago from Starbucks or somewhere. Every time I took a sip of coffee, it burned the crap out of my tongue, so I stopped using it. Except I used it for peach Snapple when I went out when it was hot. Well, she has to go and get internet service with probably AT&T. I'll give her back the show, but the problem with the show is you keep playing crappy music that I don't like, so I shut it off. I have an extra dot. I'll probably give her the dot. But the problem with Kathy is she's technophobic. It takes forever to get her to understand the simplest of procedures on any device. I had to go fix her Nintendo Switch also died. So, well, I don't know about that because where am I going to find a 14.5 Triple E shoe with a wide instep? That's not going to be easy. But I need more than the shoes. I can wear my beat up shoes for a while. I need a warm jacket and a warm hoodie. So, quit nagging me about the show. The show I've turned off because it keeps playing absolutely horrible music, and it says you can control it with your Amazon app on your um, phone or a tablet. And when I go into Amazon, it isn't working. I can't control any of the dots with the Amazon app on my iPhones. Something's wrong. And when I call Amazon, I get some foreigner that can't understand English, and they send me dry cat food instead of wet cat food. So this is my right foot, the bad foot. No, that I've got little bits of dried skin on my toes, so it's annoying. The bad toe is on the left foot. Nothing wrong with the right foot, except that I clipped one of the nails too sharp the other night. It started to bleed. But the edge of the toes dry out, and then there's dead skin. So, yeah, well, I have to buy my shoes. The only two places I can get them from is Big and Tall or Amazon, and they're $80. And the ER doctor said I should get a pair that's 2 sizes bigger to keep the shoe from rubbing on the top of the toe to avoid another blister. And I'm going like, where the hell am I going to find a 16.5 triple E? So won't bell that communication problem. I don't understand what communication problem you have. So I don't like H1N1 because they bring in foreign workers and they push out American workers because they can pay them less. I think it's morally and ethically wrong. So I also get hangnails in my fingers. I have to clip those off my clipper. The cuticles get hard like a rock. Sides of the fingers. Yeah, $100. No, you don't understand. This is only good for the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. I can't use it anywhere else. Go in there and see what they've got. If I can find a jacket or even a sweater, it'd be up, because the bum stole my sweater at Target when I forgot it on the bench. And he said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Must have had a hiding place. I was back in about a minute. My nice favorite sweater was gone. I don't have a sweater to wear anymore. So that's why I'm wearing this blanket over me, because it's cold in here. I should have had hot tea. So everybody comes up with all these suggestions when they have no information and they think they know better and they don't, because they don't know a damn thing. And that's why I lose my temper after a while. Or they start telling me what to do. Don't tell a Taurus what to do. I know what I'm doing most of the time when I can remember. So I don't know. This thing is adequate for my needs for now until I'm not going to bring another bed in here. I'm not going to deal with anything that requires, for one thing, how am I going to get a bed home? I can't carry it on my stroller. I don't have a car. I don't have a truck. Patty doesn't have a car anymore. And she rented a truck from U-Haul, and her mechanic took the truck and disappeared with it for 5 days. She's blocked from ever renting a U-Haul truck again. So, no, I'll keep using this there's one leg that broke off, and I have to get some cinder blocks. I'll go up to Home Depot and get one cinder block at a time to prop the thing up, and then eventually I'll get someone who can do welding to weld the damn thing if it doesn't melt, because I think they're made out of aluminum. And I'm not worried about it. My concern is how well will I be able to walk to the bathroom and to the kitchen. I'll have Patty's small scooters, so I won't have to worry about going to tiny one, and I'll be able to go shopping. Patty will lend it to me to my knee heels, and then also I'm going to try to get John Muir to see if I can go to physical therapy there rather than go all the way to San Francisco and all the way back, and get there at 10 o'clock. I hate they never give you afternoon appointments. It's like 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm going like, but I'm not a morning animal. You don't see me up at 9 o'clock in the morning doing videos. Or 10 o'clock in the morning. And my voice is going. So, well, I don't know. I don't want a bed in here. I've got this. It suffices me for now. So please stop. Now, you're going to come over here. You're going to show up in Martinez, California, knock on my door, and you have a truck. You have the money to buy the bed, and it doesn't have any bed bugs in it, and it's clean and not urinated on, or I've seen stuff donated. I've seen stuff at garage sales that are mattresses that are absolutely filthy and disgusting. So if I buy a bed, it's going to be a good bed frame and a brand new mattress and maybe a box spring, depending. But it won't be till I move out of here. So I can't even see while I've chattered. My neck is hurting because I'm not sleeping right, too. So hold on. And I got to scroll all the way up here. You're a pain in the ass, oatmeal. Okay, hold on. Where the hell is it? Okay, now. Yeah, I know. Well, I just looked. I don't know what I was looking at. Okay, it's a live chat now. So, well, I will say this. Some people in chat at times are rather dense. And then they bring it up over and over again. Then I want to reach through the screen and bonk them over the head with my hammer or something. Knock it off. You're being annoying. I'm not trying to be mean, but if someone does that over and over and over, you want to just scream and stop doing that. And people always tell me I should do this, I should do that, I should buy this. They would buy a green screen, buy this. Why don't you know how to do Final Cut Pro? Because there's no one to teach me. And I don't have it anyway. All I do have in the back bedroom, Final Cut Pro 3 or something like that for an older Mac. I don't get enough sleep because it's freezing in here. Or the other problem is I wake up in the middle of the night and then I have to run to the bathroom. And then I'm ice cold because I can't wear my sweats to go to the bed or my long underwear because the stupid, incredibly small, horrible toilet splashes water and urine back on my legs and stuff. It's terrible. So, not me doing it. So I have to strip down before I go to the bathroom, and sometimes I don't make it, which is irritating. Didn't do that when I was young, because my bladder is not a young man's bladder anymore. So, well, I've had people come in and tell me what to do all the time. You should do this. You should buy this. You should not buy this. You should get this equipment. You should get this thing. You should take the Echo Show and give it back to Kathy when she doesn't even have a modem. And when I have had it on, it's sitting right behind me. It's just unplugged. There's nothing wrong with it. But it will play horrible rock music. And I go, what? And I cannot get it to shut up. So I have the dots. At least they'll shut up. You go the word stop, but the show won't stop. And I don't want to listen to the electric lizard or some ungodly thing. And I go, what are they, torturing somebody at Gitmo? Or are they torturing Israelis in Gaza? My prostate is fine. So my number one prayer, I'm the one that cleans up the urine. I shouldn't have said that, but you guys are always, you go into areas you shouldn't be going into. You tell me what to do. That irritates the living hell out of me. I can't say the words I want to use. They're obscene. Quit telling me what to do with my life. Unless you're going to come over here and help me or donate to help me. Like getting a bed frame, getting a mattress. None of you would ever pay for it. You just give me the suggestion and I'm supposed to figure a way to get it over here. And I'm not going to get it. This thing is not wide enough as it is. And one slat going across it is loose. So I had to tape it. I had to tape it in with Gorilla Tape. This is a temporary measure until I move out of here, and then I'll get a real bed, and this will become the bed for the cats. So, well, she wrecked every electronic device in her apartment because she wouldn't keep it clean, and she had roaches. I lived in her box spring one day, 1,000 roaches, I'm estimating, it was horrifying. 1,000 roaches came out of it because she leaves food plates on the floor with food on it. She would leave the cat food dishes on the floor, they turned dry. She wouldn't wash her dishes. There'd be dishes in the sink and her garbage disposal was backed up or clogged. So there'd be gray water in her kitchen sink. She wouldn't clean the microwave out. She wouldn't clean the counter off. The floors were filthy. The bathroom was filthy. It's the most disgusting apartment I've ever been in. But she had a brand new LG TV. It didn't last 6 months because the roaches went to sleep inside of it because they like the heat. And Shaquille Oatmeal, the Aviary, and others have never donated to this channel in well over a year because they claim they can't afford it. You can afford the internet. You can donate. I'm not saying every month, but maybe every 3 months or something to help me feed the cats. Every dollar I get from YouTube revenue goes for cat food or cat litter, or both. And I don't want to hear about telling me what to do unless you're going to come over and pay for it. I got to pay for a mattress. I got to pay for a mat. This is basically a mattress frame. And it's not really have a proper, it has a mattress pad thing that Patty gave me. Well, I don't remember who donates except for Spook because it's been so damn long. I don't remember. Sometimes I don't remember what I'm doing. So I apologize if you donate. I thank you. But, well, if you can't afford to donate one donation in a year, then there's something wrong with the way you do your finances. I've donated money to Hope for Paws. I've sent $150 packages to Lucky Ferals because she got 11 cats. And, no, yeah, well, I don't know who is clicking on the ads. All I know, it was with over 6,000 videos she's making money on not. And I think YouTube, frankly, is skimming the revenue off to the deep state because they're run by leftists who hate freedom of the press, who hate the truth, and who suppress stories about 9/11, COVID, the 2020 election, you name it. So, yeah, I don't know who it was in the truck when we were trying to sell our Prius, but he hung around. It was a green truck, by the way. Hung around the corner and then drove by and then sent me a whole bunch of disgusting emails about Kathy. So the problem is, unless I remember it specifically, I don't remember it because I remember it's not what it used to be. So if you donate that, I really appreciate it. But whereas PayPal, which only takes 18%, lets you do friends and family, I can see everybody donate. I just get a lot of donations in PayPal. I get absolutely nothing now. And after 14 years, I don't think it's unreasonable for a content provider to expect people to support you financially. I see people with other channels get 20 to as much as $1,000 donations in Super Chat. I get nothing. So I'm tired of mentioning all the time. It's a real sore point with me because I got a bunch of cheap guys in chat that would never donate to me. And I've been told everybody in chat is a troll. So, no, I don't have the pizza box. I don't keep pizza boxes. PayPal and Alphabet is run by Sergey Brin and some other guy. They may not be actively running the company, but the one that was their president, who was against free speech, he died. And now they got a new one. But I wish I could meet Elon Musk. Let me buy YouTube. Then I would throw out the DEI hires, the corrupt president, the corrupt, throw out a lot of their employees who do absolutely nothing when you have imposters slandering you. Make sure they throw out all the pedophiles. Pizza box in the garbage a long time ago. He would order pizza wasn't paid for and make the company lose money and make the driver get no tip. No, I'm not going to do a Zoom call. If I do a Zoom call with somebody, I'm going to charge them $20. And they're not going to pay, if they won't pay $7.50, they're not going to pay $20 because they're cheap. No, I don't even have that thing. I threw it in the garbage. No, I was told in emails that everybody in chat, with a few exceptions, is a bell gab troll, and they did a pact together never to donate to this channel. Now, I've said that repeatedly. And I can't do Discord because Discord was on my iPads and none of them work. And I believe Discord or Twitch also wouldn't recognize my password when I got an iPad that did work. So, well, $20 is a round figure. It came off the top of my head. It could be $5. It could be $10. Wouldn't matter. If somebody isn't going to donate in Super Chat, they're sure as hell not going to pay for a Zoom call. Because they won't donate. For whatever reason, they claim poverty. They claim the economy. We could have the roaring economy. We could have a Trump second term, the golden age, they're calling it. Roaring economy, and they'd still come up with a reason why they can't donate. So, well, AdSense is useless. Now this guy is, I presume, calling me evil. Or maybe not, I'm misunderstanding it. No, it's not a strategy meeting. There's no strategy involved. You either donate or you don't. I do a lot of videos. Over 6,000, I'm not making any money. I hadn't had a YouTube check since September. I should be getting one. Excuse me, I don't want the thing to fall on my foot. I should be getting a check every month, and I'm not. Okay. I've said enough of that. You all know how I feel, if you've been here a while. I shouldn't have to say anything. But some people are dense. They don't get it. No, they're not going to put in Kamala. Kamala's done. By the way, Betty Johnson today said Barack Obama is dating Jennifer Aniston, and she's saying something in the last couple of days, whether or not that's true. And they're talking about Barack Obama is going to divorce Michelle. I think it's hilarious. So I don't know what the also another problem. Their BS estimated earnings, where supposedly ow, right knee hurt, have made $3,800 in 14 years. Don't think that's a little bit off with 6,000 monetized videos? What the hell is that red thing you're putting on the screen? It looks like Homer Simpson has been disintegrated. Has been caught in the wildfires, or got the world's worst sunburn. But the patterns and topics, maybe I don't get money on. There's a guy, I can't remember the name of his channel. He does unboxings. They're on tech items. He makes thousands of dollars. I get nothing. I buy tech stuff. I buy keyboards. I buy chargers. I buy plugs. I buy all. I don't know. I didn't do the hearts. They're just up there permanently. But Spoop had no problem doing a $20 super chat about a week ago. Be nice to George. I have no idea what that red thing is. No, I wouldn't have my own duplex with $3,800, but it could have paid down some debt, paid it off. But I've never made $3,800. The estimated revenue is $3,800 for 14 years. You think that's a little off? With 6,000 videos, most of which have 2,000 views or more, which means they get monetized, I make no money. There's something wrong about YouTube. They're stealing money from small providers. Or people have ad blockers, or people aren't watching the ads. They watch for a little bit and they leave. I don't know what it is. I've eaten Geno's, or whatever they're calling it now, Totino's. I've eaten pizza rolls. I didn't burn them in my tongue, that's for sure. But George and I are friends, so. And I talked to Tom about 2 weeks ago. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "See how you guys are doing." "Well, I'm a little busy right now." Tom was always like, he's very gruff. But George is showing his age now. Not that I'm not, but I'm not making $2 million a year either. I wish. I have kitties to support. Think about this: $3,800 would pay off about 5 credit accounts. So. Oh, that's what that is, a Santa hat. Okay. I don't know how they would hack my YouTube account. There's no money there to steal. Because it gives me, when I go to AdSense, it tells me how much my revenue is for the month. It's under $100. Some months it's 0. Even with 6 subscribers, I should be or 7. I had about 10 originally, that some left. And a year ago, I was getting more than $100. I don't know, 75, 80, 90, 100. I have no idea without looking it up. But his white mustache his mustache here is turning white, but he looks really old now. he's showing his age for the first time. He doesn't look like a young George Norrie. He looks like an ancient George Norrie, and it's not a good look. His eyes and his face look sunken. So I saw a thing with him. He was talking to Whitley Strieber on Gaia TV. And the other thing, I have videos with 30,000 views, but because they're on news topics, I make no money. YouTube has a policy. You can't make money on breaking news, which is wrong because CNN, MSNBC, Fox, PBS, local stations, they do a news story, they get money. The little guy like us get no money. Mr. Beats gets money. There's talk that he's going to buy TikTok. And I have no idea what's on TikTok except there are young women doing TikTok videos. And Trump's on TikTok. And I've seen a couple videos on TikTok and this is stupid. So maybe you gotta be a certain age to figure out what the hell they're doing on TikTok. And there's Discord, there's Twitch. I was on Patreon when I first started. And two trolls came in, we'll come over and take you to dinner, we'll take you shopping, we'll buy you groceries if you do a video. I did a video for Patreon, they stiffed me. No, I'm doing this for 14 years. December 23rd, I started 14 years. I like my idea, if I ever were to get rich enough to meet Elon and Trump, have Trump make it tax-free and give everybody in the country $1 million. It would be inflationary temporarily, but everybody could pay off their debt, pay their car loans off, pay their housing loans off, help rebuild the fires and the tornadoes and any earthquakes, God forbid. Feed their cats, their dogs, their kids, their family, and invest some of that money. If I had $1 million, I'd be buying my apartment building for cash. Then take a second mortgage, have a mortgage history for credit purposes, put it into an LLC, and then invest. And I am doing one thing. Spotify? Not that I'm aware of, not that I remember. I don't remember ever being on Spotify. But then I can't remember what I'm trying to remember in my head. I have to dig for somebody's name, and then I remember it at 3 in the morning. It drives me crazy. Before COVID, I remember like a steel trap, and now, no, I don't have a pension. I'm not an employee of Coast to Coast AM or Premier Radio Networks. I was being paid as an independent contractor. And the trolls torpedoed that when they harassed the network for my videos being on the network at all. I can't prove it, but that's what I was informed. They were harassing the network, they were calling in, they were writing letters, they were harassing George. And I went from Tom telling me in January, do 8 videos in a row, we'll have videos for 8 months. 2 weeks later, we've changed direction, we don't want your videos anymore. Never got an explanation. Okay, you're a troll. Goodbye. Because there is no Martinez tonight. That's a thing created by trolls that have slandered me and harassed me. They're Belgab trolls, and there's nothing worse than an evil Belgab troll. So, bye, troll. Martinez Tonight was created by a guy called Shepis in Belgab, and it's a slanderous podcast. So there is no, the only Martinez Tonight that's real is me doing a video at night. That's Martinez Tonight. Anyone who claims to be me, claims to be collecting money from me, is a thief and a liar and a slanderer and God knows what else. All right, my voice is going because there's something wrong in my throat, and doctor was supposed to have a CAT scan on my throat, and they never did it. And I'm going to ask my doctor why. So, and I think I may have been on Spotify like once, but with no iPad, I'm not on there. I'm not on Patreon. I'm not on Twitch. I'm not on Discord because my iPads are broken. And Twitch wouldn't recognize my password, so the gear is keeping my account open for me, but I can't get on there. And the other problem is I can't see out of the side, so it makes it very difficult for me to do some things. And my television, my Sony Bravia from 2014, I think it's going out because when I go to certain sites, it's all dim. So it's another reason I keep waiting for that stupid free telly TV that it's been a year and a half, and other people, there's about 10 people on YouTube. I got the free telly TV today. Oh, where the bleep is mine? There's one guy that could use a free 4K TV set in this country. It's me. The poor and impoverished guy who needs cat food, cat litter, Lysol, paper towels, toilet paper for Fluffy, wipe Fluffy's nose when he sneezes, and God knows what else. There he goes. He's sneezing again. All right, I'm done. Click the like button. Get your friends, neighbors, co-workers, and people who are not trolls to join the channel. Remember to subscribe, and remember you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99, where you see content not on the regular channel. I'm going to go. It's noon. I didn't get enough sleep. I haven't got enough sleep for a couple weeks because it's been freezing in here. And I'm going back to sleep after doing the next video. For the channel members. And put this cat food up there. I keep hitting my head, so there's Kathy on the board. I cut a notch in it. When we go out the door, go in the door, we hit our head, and I cut my head open here about a week ago. It finally is slow. It's almost healed, but it really hurt like hell. I don't know yet. I've got to be able to read the screen, and since I can only see in one eye, it's difficult to read any screen. This one is white on the background, but most websites are the other way around. And it makes it very blurry for me because this eye is damaged. I got to call the eye doctor tomorrow. Find out who they sent the fax to because I can't find the piece of paper I wrote the doctor's name. And I'm going to have to, if they don't have that information, I'll start calling doctors where I call up and try to figure out who the hell the surgeon was so I get my eye fixed. Now there's a board on the bookcase. It extends out of the bookcase to hold the friskies by the door. But I cut a notch in it with a saw I bought from the neighbor, but there's still too much board, and we wind up hitting our head on the outer portion. It's a 2x4. And we keep hitting our head, and we go, now, I've hit that really hard, and it hurt like hell, and I've seen stars. I need to cut a more of a notch, but I have to keep part of it because I've got about 10 books there, but it wouldn't fit. I'm running out of room for paranormal books. No, eye visit is not needed before cat insurance. That if I get my regular doctor said I can go to any provider for the eye surgery. I can live with one eye being very blurry, and this is unfortunately the good eye. This is the bad eye. But with no cataract, with a broken cataract lens, you have to take whatever is in there out and put a new one in. It takes about an hour. It's not that painful or anything. They tell you not to rub your eyes. But I can't see. I can see everything, but if I close this, let's see which one. Okay, if I close the right eye, it blurs everything on the left. This is clear, but it's still blurry. And trying to see stuff outside unless it's really bright light or read a book. I can't read a book without 87 lights on in here. I'm exaggerating, but I will look on that site when I've had some sleep, see what they want for their $35 a month, see how it works, virtual vet visit, tell them the symptoms, show them the Fluffy. When I pick Fluffy up, he coughs. So, and starts sneezing. And then he sneezes on the bed and he gets sneezy snot all over the bed. It's disgusting. I have to wipe it up. It's disgusting. So I'm going through a lot of toilet paper because he sneezes a lot. And he's got to get medication and get well. He's my baby. Had him for about 18 years. He's 25. So the vet told me how old Fuzzy, little girl, and Fluffy were when I started feeding them. I was feeding them for 5 years before Fluffy ever came in here. So, all right, that's it. I'm going. Have a great day. Stay warm, stay dry, stay hydrated, and watch the paws. Bye-bye. This is George Sinder, the guy from Pittsburgh. See you later, and stop arguing with me and telling me what to do. That gets my temper up. I don't like losing my temper. And if people don't stop it the next time or in the future, I'll just start blocking them. Bye-bye.